if one were to put your finger on the button, voting for that particular grouping, it could end up a wasted vote. Think about that, viewers. I need to move on because this is a subject which is close to all our hearts, viewers, and we must spend a few moments thinking about it. 60,000 brave sons of Bharat led by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose decided to sacrifice their everything to snatch India's freedom from the British. It was daring and audacious, and 26,000 of them were martyred, but not in vain. Their sacrifice was the prime catalyst for the British to leave India. But viewers, tomorrow, when the nation will pay homage to its Amar Jawan on Republic Day, it will know, viewers, that it hasn't done justice to the Indian National Army, the core of patriots, 60-odd thousand patriots. You may not know this, but there is a memorial to honor the I.N.A. in faraway Singapore and in faraway eastern state of India, one of them, but not in Delhi's war memorial, viewers. Isn't it our kartavya, our duty to mark the valor of the I.N.A.? Tonight, therefore, we will launch a campaign to deliver the I.N.A. the legitimacy it so deserves in our eyes, in the public eyes. It's been too long. Major General G.D. Bakshi speaking to us in this good cause. General Bakshi, why, number one, has the I.N.A. not been dignified with a memorial in the Union capital, number one? Yes, a lot has been done by this government for Netaji. His statue has been installed on Kartavya Path, but still, those other 60,000 odd sons who stood with him don't have a place to call their own on Kartavya Path or even at the War Memorial, number one. Number two, sir, tell us why we need to celebrate the sacrifice of the I.N.A. Chandrachud Ghosh is also here with us. He's written a seminal work on Netaji. So, General Bakshi, you go first, please.
You know, Rahul, the I.N.A. had a strength of 60,000. Out of them, 26,000 or 44% of the force died fighting to make you and me free. You know, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, in the closing months of the Second World War, had built an I.N.A. war memorial in Singapore. You know, Mountbatten and Nehru went there post the Second World War, and the people of Indian origin in Singapore asked Nehru ji to come and lay a wreath at the war memorial. Nehru said, I'll come. But as he was going, he got a phone call from Mountbatten, Jawahar, you will not go. And Mountbatten sent his military engineers to wire up that, monument and have it blown to smithereens. Smithereens, Rahul. And since then, that place was lying just a heap of rubble of stones. In 1995, the people of Indian origin in Singapore paid from their own pockets and they rebuilt a war memorial there. Rahul, it is 75 years since independence, and I appeal to the powers that be. I appeal to the Prime Minister. He had started this historical process by installing the statue of Netaji, 28-foot high, 83-ton statue on the Rajpath, now Kartavya Path, under the same canopy where King George V's, statue used to be, till it was thrown down by the people of India. That place was lying vacant. The Prime Minister installed the statue of Netaji. Let us complete this historical process of renewal, of giving back the self-respect. Had Netaji been alive today, he would have said, first create the war memorial for my boys. 26,000 of them who
Well, I'm beginning to choke up, General, Rahul, listening to you. I'm choking
Rahul,
up.
I'll just finish, Rahul.
Yes, please.
I'll just finish. The India Gate, we had the Amar Jawan Jyoti there for 50 years. And now that place is lying vacant because that Amar Jawan Jyoti, the flame was respectfully relocated to the National War Memorial. That place is vacant. You put the I.N.A. War Memorial there and you will find Netaji on his pedestal at the canopy will be saluting his own martyrs. What poetic justice. What poetic justice, Rahul.
Yes.
And I'm sure it will get done. You and I will live to see it.
Let me bring
it
in
through you, through your channel,
sir.
that I'm making this appeal to the Prime
whatever
Minister.
I can do in my capacity, I will do to help this cause. But Chandraju Ghosh, it's a simple question to you. What we are seeing are pictures, of course, from Singapore, where that memorial exists, and the Prime Minister had, of course, shown great generosity of spirit to visit that particular memorial in Singapore that has been constructed by expat money. Indians who are living there contribute. Now, give us a sense of the I.N.A's contribution towards the freedom struggle.
Thank you, Rahul. Very good evening to you. Good evening, General Bakshi. And I completely agree with what General Bakshi said. The point is that, Rahul, the I.N.A. as it is was not only comprised of soldiers who went over from the British Indian Army to Azad Hind Fauj, but there was a large segment of civilians who got trained, whom Netaji trained and recruited in the 3 divisions that he raised. So it was a massive mobilization. Netaji had given a call for total mobilization. So all able and healthy people, men, women, children, they responded to his call and joined that movement. And they reached up to Imphal and Kohima and were on the verge of entering India, succeeding, implementing Netaji's plan. Now, be that as it may, whatever the fate of the Second World War was, what we cannot forget and what we cannot and we should not forget, it will be utterly shameful for our own self-respect, is that our independence, the transfer of power, the exit of the British Raj was expedited completely because of the impact of the I.N.A. trials, the court-martials of the I.N.A. soldiers. And that is something, it gave rise to the revolt in the Royal Indian Air Force, the Royal Indian Navy, the railways, the post office, the students, and it was a volcanic situation which unnerved the British. And that is what made them flee India. Otherwise, the things were going as it is in the slow pace. And that is when Clement Attlee, the Prime Minister of UK, decided to send the cabinet mission to put an end to that endless negotiation and table talks that were going on. Now, this is something, there is a political aspect to it also, Rahul, why we probably have not seen an I.N.A. memorial during the Congress era, because they have propagated this myth that India's independence came through Gandhian non-violence and through the Charkha. Now, the moment the I.N.A. memorial is erected and its history is made popular, that myth will tumble. It will crash down. And I think it's high time, after 75 years of independence, that the truth be told to the country and we look up to our war heroes, the real war heroes, those who were not fighting for the interests of the British Empire, but for liberating our country, and pay the right homage to them.
Well, viewers, tonight we need to all take a stand, because from what we've heard from the General and from Mr. Ghosh, valor has been sacrificed at the altar of a skewed history, a political project. Can you believe it, viewers? 75 years. What a lie. People who sacrificed for this country denied their dignity. Why, viewers, why? A little bit of appeasement. We need to think tomorrow when we watch the Republic Day, when the Amar Jawan is saluted. Why did we let down? Why did we let down Bharat ke Amar Jawan, the 60,000 I.N.A. braves? This our day, honor I.N.A. Make that your pledge. I'll take a short break, viewers. We'll be right back.